I see the big on flexing Forgianos in the parking lot. Hanging with the dealers, I just went and bought another watch. I just made a super stretch, think I need another pot. Bougie got some super cat, I just bought another watch. Automatic zipper catch, yeah, that's a super flex. About to turn up on my ex, yeah, that's a super flex.
So, alright, gang, I know who it is, man. It's Drop once again. We're in the building. Not trying to hold y'all long, but since I got y'all attention, one thing about that like button, it's totally free. Don't cost y'all a dime to go ahead and hit it. So hit the button along the way and let me get into this story. Not even this story, but I ran across something today. One thing about it, when I run across it, I want to share it, right? Now check it, family. I know how a lot of y'all feel about Michi X. Some of y'all approve, some of y'all disagree. I mean, one thing about me, I rocks with Michi. I've been watching Michi for a very long time. Ain't nobody perfect. It's not even a Michi X video, but I shout mamas out. But check it. I was watching her video today, and one thing about it, she covered a lot of things that I have touched on in a couple of my videos in the past, right? And one was like far as this, what is it, lie conspiracy that we do have this food shortage and all that that's going around in America and worldwide, that the world is struggling with food. And from day one, gang, I've always said stock up, but I've always said in reality, man, there is no food shortage. I mean, and she said it recently. She has reached out to a couple of farmers and all that in her dealings that said the government is still sending them letters trying to buy their crops or make them destroy their own crops or buy their animals or make them kill off their own animals or whatever the case may be. Now, this is where y'all got to make it make sense to me. How in the hell can we go through a food shortage, but y'all are out here trying to offer people money to destroy their crops and to buy their cattle and pigs and shit off for y'all to kill them? That is totally backward. But I'm going to make it make sense to y'all in a minute. You expect us, now the government expect us to believe there is not enough food, because this is what they tell us, right? They tell us this world is overpopulated. There's too many of us. So there is not enough food to feed everybody on earth, right? This is what they tell us. Meanwhile, you have them go behind your back and talk to these farmers and all that and persuade them to try to, I don't even know how you make somebody kill off their crops and all that and corn, and how do you even do that? Come through with a crop duster and just kill off everything? It makes no sense, but this is what y'all telling us. Y'all want us to believe that y'all, wait, what you doing? You're telling us it's a food shortage, but you go behind our back and go try to hustle the farmer so y'all can take their food that is supposedly grown and supposed to be given and sold to us. But you go behind our back to try to lowball us to get it to destroy it. So then y'all can come back and say it's a food shortage, because as of right now, food is at an all-time high, gang. I'm in the South. I've been out here, what now, going on 2 months with my sister. I told y'all I blew out my knee. I've been going through rehab. I've been out here like 2-3 months. Right down the street is a cow pasture. It's every bit of 150 cows, and that's just right down the street from my house. Long story short, that's just one. Within a 3 or 4 mile radius, I know there is at least 2 or 3 cow pastures, one big ass pig pen, and acres and acres of land with, man, I might just go out and take pictures, and on my next video, I'm going to shoot them to you. Gang, there is no food shortage. This is what they do. I'm going to try to make it make sense to y'all. If y'all notice, man, eggs in your grocery store right now, your local supermarket, eggs is what, $8, depending upon the area, $6, $7, anywhere from $6 to $8, $9, right? Why? Milk on the low end is from a gallon is what, $4 to $5 to $6 right now on the low end. Why? The only way that you can make them prices make sense to us is to blame it on a shortage. You can't make me pay $8, $9 for a dozen of eggs if you can't tell me there's a reason why I'm paying it. It has to be, chicken's got to be on strike, the hens got to be on strike. You got to come back with some kind of lie to tell the masses, for the masses to agree with the food hike you do. They do the same shit with gas. I'm just trying to make it make sense to y'all. So when I tell y'all to go prepare and go stock up on food, believe it or not, it's not for the simple fact I believe there is a food shortage. I tell y'all that just for the simple fact they can pull the plug on us at any given moment and cut off all grocery store and supermarket access to the point we can in to the point we can't get in. How are we gonna feed ourselves? Because at the end of the day, if y'all think about it, gang, us being here in America, bad as we hate to admit it, we are spoiled. That's why other countries look at us that way. We can't feed ourselves. We damn near can clothe ourselves. We can't clean water for. We can't. Most of us don't even know how to purify and modify water just in case we need to clean it to drink it. Most of us don't even know how to do that. Living in America, we are spoiled. This is why other countries kind of do look at us like we cater to and all that because our government, we have given total control to them to the point they control everything we do. If they cut off food supply and water supply and electricity, 90% of America would perish away. And that's just an actual fact. And the other 10% will last long as they can, and 3% will probably be here in the end. Back to the caveman days. You understand what I'm saying? There is no food shortage. Never was a food shortage. You remember when we were stuck in the house 2 years ago when we couldn't go nowhere? And then I got some on the back end of that too. If you remember, they was blaming all that food shortage shit because they were saying all the foods, all the containers and shit with our food and supplies was on it was stuck at the pier. Ain't nobody stuck no more. So why y'all still screaming food shortages? Why every time you go up in grocery stores, sometimes it's food and sometimes it's not. And when it's not, y'all say there's a shortage on this, but when you bring it back in the store, y'all inject the price $6, $7 on it. That shit is insane. It's not a food shortage, it's a food hustle. There is a big difference. What we go through are considered food hustles for the people that get rich off of it. It only affects us. That has nothing to do with them. They get rich. We suffer from it. They are not doing nothing but hustling us when they say food shortage. Everything that make us panic puts money in their pocket. It does nothing for us. It drains us from the little bit of money we work for during the course of the week, but it does nothing for us. It only benefits them. There is no food shortage. There's plenty cows, pigs, chickens, everything else out here at abundance. At abundance, but this is how they rock us to sleep. And then I'm gonna go on to this next story because I got two just for the simple fact I brought it up. But come on, gang. we gonna continue to pay them $8 for eggs, but there is no chickens and shit is not on strike. That shit shouldn't even be that high. Y'all know that at the end of the day. But damn, what can we do? Or we could do like my peoples do, because he went out and bought chickens that lay eggs. He don't spend not one dime for an egg. He got about 3, 4 chickens in the back. And I think they produce what, anywhere from 3 or 4 eggs a day per chicken. That's not a good investment if you ask me. But check it. I'm gonna get on to this next one, right? And Michi touched on this too. Gang, have y'all noticed about these 5G towers, how they make them look like trees? I mean, if y'all have made it this far in this video, please explain to me. Just hit one in the comment section, just so I know you still here. Why do they make all these 5G towers look like trees? Why did they put all them 5G towers up when wasn't nobody else outside but them? 2 years ago, y'all remember when everybody was stuck in the house? For some odd reason, they had VIP and they only was out there at night. If that wasn't the weirdest shit ever, gang, I mean, just hit one, hit two if it was weird, and hit one if you have noticed how they look like trees in the comment section. That's all I want y'all to do. It never made no sense to me. To this day, it don't make sense. Why did they put them up so fast? Why did people start getting sick right after them towers went up? Did y'all notice that? A lot of people got sick once we came out of that little situation we was in, believe it or not. I know y'all gonna sit and say be like, yo, drop you crazy. But this is just my thoughts, man. And if you pay attention, don't worry about what allegedly these, and I'm not gonna say don't worry about what these scientists say, but use common sense sometimes. Don't it seem like Time a lot of people got poked in their arm with that thing they was trying to give everybody and put people back on the streets with all these 5G towers up. And this is just my theory. Do you see how people been suffering from cardiac arrest and heart problems and you understand what I'm saying? If it makes any sense, gang, please let me know. If it don't, tell me. I don't know. I could be wrong. But it seemed like people started getting awfully sick once you got banged in that arm and got around them 5G towers because cardiac arrest is on the rise, heart attacks, people passing out of nowhere. I mean, it's worse now than it was before. Now tell me I'm lying. At the end of the day, it was just something about them 5G towers, man. Now, at the end of the day, they said it's supposed to have been a faster network. What is the difference between 4G and 5G? Because there is no faster service to me. But what I have noticed is people have been getting sick at a faster rate with it. I mean, y'all call drop what you want to, man. But at the end of the day, think about things sometime, man. Just stop believing what these people tell you and just go for the obvious, what you see with your eyes, gang. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to hold y'all like always, man. I love y'all. Keep the front and back door locked. Like always, is drop, man. I love y'all. Keep your head on the swivel. Don't hurt nobody. Don't let nobody hurt y'all. Stay out the way. And for some odd reason, too, gang, stay away from them 5G towers, man. For some odd reason, I don't think they're here for the best, man. Nothing out, man.